All right, welcome everyone. Welcome again. My name is Tolulope Samuel. I am going to be your speaker for today. Yeah, so I want to believe everyone here we are here with expectations in our mind. We're here with a lot of questions, waiting for answers. So I want to believe that right here, everything you are going to get answers to your questions, and all your expectations will be totally met. All right, so join me as I start my teaching, training, class, seminar, workshop, whatever you feel you can call it. I mean, whatever works for you. So it's fine by me. All right, so let's go right into it. So our title for today is From Skill to Skill. From skill to skill. So that is that is uh that is what most people are struggling with currently. You have the skill or you don't know how to skill. There's a place of skill set, there's a place of leveling up to where you want to be, right? So most people have the skill, but can they skill or do they have what it takes to skill? So how traders can multiply their income without having to trade more. How traders can multiply their income without having to trade more. All right, so before we start, I would like to go a bit into why this session matters, right? So many traders focus solely on strategy, right? Well, I want to believe that most traders have come across, they put them in the line of strategy alone. They don't tell them what matters outside of strategy, right? So it's good for you to have the strategy. Yeah, strategy. It's it's a really big edge in the trading industry. But then it is not only limited to strategy. So I mean, outside strategy, what do you have in your arsenal, right? The marketplace is most likely seen as a battlefield, right? So you must not just go to the battlefield with just one weapon. I mean, it has to be the combination of weapon of what would make you win the war eventually, right? So many traders focus so much on strategy. I mean, strategy is a good thing, like I said. I mean, we have a lot of strategy. I mean, okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. So please put it on your comment section. The kind of strategy you trade. If I trader, if you trade SMC, if you trade smart money concept, if you trade malicious SLR, if you trade price action, if you trade candlesticks, if you trade indicator. So just put it right there on the comment section. Just tell us a bit of, I mean, what you trade. You can just put the tag there, the label, the title. Oh, I'm seeing ORB. Oh my God, I've never heard that before. Wow, that's so strange. ORB. So can you break down the abbreviation for us? Probably what does O stand for? What does the R? What does the B stands for? Okay, this is strange. Okay, so I'm expecting others to please put it in the comment section what they trade exactly. Right? Okay, opening range breakout. I love that. I love that. Opening range breakout. Wow, that is so cool. Yes. Opening range is very cool. Right? You can also combine it with the quarterly theory. It makes a lot of sense when you do that, right? Oh, price action. Wow. I'm seeing price action, Victor Utofia price action, Rivera Sam price action, Ayodele Adebayo price action. Well, candlesticks is still price action. Yeah, David B. Fundamentals only. So you monitor the interest rate, you trade CPI, you trade FOMC, you trade everything that has to do with the news. You know, you listen to Trump's announcements, you listen to what Jerome Powell has to say and all that. Yeah, which is very good. Wait, very good. Very good. I'm seeing Patrick. Patrick says he's trading candlestick price action. That's also very good. Awesome. Thank you everyone for your contribution. All right. So we have diverse strategy. Strategy has never been the major problem in the marketplace, right? So I mean candlesticks type, nothing on highs and low or whatnot. Okay, that's fine by you. I mean, whatever works for you, right? And if you're able to master it and hack it, I mean, you can build consistency on it. So I think that works very well. Okay, so that is good. Okay, so we have a lot of strategy. Strategy has never been the major problem, like I said. Most people combine a lot of strategies together. It's plus financial lesson now, and still they're not profitable. So what has always been the missing link? So as we continue or journey fully be unveiling the missing link for you guys. All right, so most people focus on structure. Okay, few focus on structure, discipline, and longevity. Okay, so as a straight as a trader, if you're planning long term, you want to be there for long term. It's not just what you want to do. I mean, just going and out whenever you need money and all that, right? So, you must be able to build a structure around trading, and you must be disciplined. You must be able to build a structure. There are a lot of structures you could build around trading. Probably you can streamline your trading time, right? Probably you can streamline your trading session, right? So probably you can streamline what your expectations are, your risk to reward, your win rates, and all that. So you can streamline everything that fits in to what works for you, or to what works for you really, or your strategy. So then we have discipline. Yeah, a lot of traders are not disciplined. I think that has always been one of the missing links too. You see traders wanting to trade everything in the market. While there's nothing really wrong with trading everything, is there? Yeah, except that you would have to be everywhere. You have to monitor all the pairs on your watch list. I mean, probably you have like 30 something. I mean, I'm very sure we have more than that, especially if you are combining I mean like everything, like your commodities, your metals, your currency pairs, cryptos and all that, indices, and you find yourself running up and down, and you might be missing a lot of moves, right? So you are only one person in one body. So it's very most likely you will not be able to do so well by trading all of the pairs or having so many pairs. So many pairs. Is somebody saying they can't hear me again? Please, can we confirm if I'm audible? So I'm seeing Adebayo Ayodele saying he cannot hear me again. Please, can we confirm that? Okay, audible for you, Samuel. Okay, cool. All right, so Ayodele, please, can you just try from your end and see if there's what you can do to just, I mean, probably log out and log in again. Okay, Pasi, thank you, Gazal. Wow, that's a good one. All right, so this session is going to be about my trading journey, first off, from my personal struggle, journey through consistency, then what's the impact community has had on me, and the impact I'm giving back to the community as well. All right, guys, so this is how it all started, right? So I started trading while I was still in the university, right? Okay, so I mean, I'm a graduate of agriculture, crop production and protection from OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ife, Nigeria. So doing my 400 level, yes, it's a 5-year course. So doing my 400 level, right? So I I started battling the thought of what next after school. Yeah. So I started battling the thought of what next after school. I'm going to leave school. Is agric really, is the course really, I mean, is it lucrative enough for me to say, okay, once I leave school, I can just go straight into it? I mean, the business, right? You can also go into research for agriculture. You can go into the commercial firm, and you can also work, right? Build a career around it. So then I started thinking about it. Well, either it's going to be lucrative or not, it's better to have something by the side. So the thought of trading came to me, and I started exploring what trading is and how to get involved. Right. So the curiosity was there about how to have that financial freedom. I mean, every man, every woman wants to have a financial freedom, right? You don't want to worry about where your next meal is coming from or how to settle your use, and probably you're stranded, you are broke, you're looking for money every now and then, trying to balance, right? So everybody needs something going well for them that is working, right? So I wanted to have that for myself, right? So, and then again, there's something about the global market that has always been fascinating to me, right? The global market. I mean, how the money that we are spending day in, day out, how you can see some people make money off it, how your your MTN, I mean your network provider, how you give them money to buy credit card, to buy internet data and all that. But some people are just, I mean, with their PC or with their phone, they're making money off it. Right. So you are putting your money into something, they are making money from it. And funny enough, they don't have a stake in the company, right? They're just trading, buy and selling, right? So, I mean, I've always been looking at it. Oh, we buy oil, some people trade oil. Wow, that's good. So I wanted to get involved, right? And I felt that I would need a skill-based income aside from my course of study, right? So that was when I started exploring. It started from, I think I started from indicator. I want to believe that every trade has been there. So I started from indicator trading. So from indicator trading, yeah. So I did a bit of price action, from indicator trading to price action, from price action to finally moving to ICT, from ICT to SMC, where I was able to find my footing and I was able to find consistency and stability. All right, so I would need to say this. The fact that I was moving from one strategy to another does not mean every of those strategies were not profitable, right? I didn't really, but it's just that back then, I didn't really find it working for, or I didn't know what it would take to make this strategy work. Not that it wasn't working, right? So this is not a diss to anybody doing indicator, to anybody doing price action, candlesticks, no, right? So I mean, the more you discover some exciting things on charts, the more you know that all of these things work really, really, really well, right? So then there's some stages that I myself passed through as a trader. It started from the excite space. Okay, so we are back, guys. Right. So it was from excitement, and then when you have high expectation of something that you thought it was going to work, and you add a time frame in your mind that probably 2-3 months, according to what we see online, well, probably 1 month. I mean, things are going to work fine and all that, right? So, but it was a story of, or it was a case of what I ordered versus what I got. I mean, everybody has, or most people, might not be everybody, have that experience when what you ordered is different from what you got, right? So it was like that for me too, right? So I had the excitement that was hoping it would translate to what I was expecting, my expectations, right? So, but I was met with a lot of confusion at the initial stage. It was really chaotic, right? So I was just seeing charts moving up and down, numbers by the side, time down there. I was like, oh wow. So how do I put all these things together for that's the industry? I think the industry back then, we don't have really lot of honest mentors that would show you the way and tell you the reality of this game, right? So everybody's just concentrated on flaunting what they've achieved so far, right? So I had a lot of confusion, and I was struggling with it and all that. So from there I moved to, so I thought probably it was because I wasn't trading enough, right? So I mean, I thought at that time, I mean, guys, don't judge. That was then, anyways. So I thought that probably if I trade harder enough, I mean, what could harder have meant to you? Probably harder would be more trading, go out or go home, that kind of vibe, right? So I was putting my all into it. That okay, maybe I have to trade all the pairs, trade almost all the pairs I can put my hands on. Maybe this pair wasn't really working for me. I had to explore other pairs and I have to over trade. So I was trading a lot. In fact, I was trading on almost every time frame, smaller time frames, higher time frames, intermediate time frames. I was trading on M1, I was trading on M3, I was trading on 5 minutes, I was trading on 15 minutes, I was trading on 30 minutes, 45 minutes then, because you can get all of this on TradingView. So I was trading on 30 minutes H1, that's 1 hour, H4, that's 4 hours. I was trading on daily. Yes, I was doing all of that too. So you can see how confused I was. So I could not really classify or categorize myself if I was a scalper or if I was a day trader, or if I was actually a swing trader or a positional trader. So I was just doing everything because I wanted it to work. I thought it was about doing everything you can lay your head on in the industry, right? And I was being emotional about it, guys. So I've never seen a trader that was not caught up in the emotions. And I've never seen a successful trader that would not have this kind of story. I mean, this is a phase every trader must go through, right? So you would have where you'll be clouded by your decision. How you take your trade will be based off how you are feeling. But the truth is, market does not respect your sentiments. Market does not bow to your sentiments. Market does not respect your sentiments. Just as the way that you can't say you want God to hear you and you're crying. Just not respond to all of those things, right? So rather can you so it's like I was trying to emotionally blackmail the market. Maybe if I become emotional enough, I mean the market will respond to me and all that. So I was putting all of this into trading, right? So uh but then when the as reality hits, I was having inconsistent results. I mean, today consistency, tomorrow will not be consistent. So I was thinking, what was actually going on? Like, what was really the missing link, right? So uh while having this inconsistency, I was searching for the holy grail. Yeah, I think every trader in the industry would have heard holy grail. I mean, probably once. I mean, most times probably once or even more than once. So holy grail means something that has no flaw, something that is perfect, something that does not make mistake, right? 100% consistency. That was what I was looking for at the time, right? Because of what I'd seen online, I never knew that it was their psychology and risk management, not really in the strategy that makes you extremely profitable. So I was seeing people flaunting that lifestyle. So I thought probably they had a strategy that was working and does not fail in any case possible or in every scenario. I was still pushing, looking for the holy grail, yeah, for the perfect strategy, right? Then I knew that it was not really about strategy, right? So most traders don't fail because of lack of intelligence. They fail because of lack of structure. You cannot just be a trader and you want to do everything, right? You need to put structures and systems into place, right? Just like if you have a business, I mean, you can't just say you have a business and you don't have the time. You go to the market, you talk to your clients, you engage your clients, you do marketing. I mean, you need to plan all of these things, not that as it comes. You just do it as it comes. They call you, you go. Before you come back, your clients have left your office because he or she was waiting for you. There's no timing, there's no appointment. All of these are structures that we put in our marketplace. So if we can bring it to trading as well, so that we can be able to have, I mean, it gives you a kind of when you are very well structured, right? So it puts stability into your trading, right? You don't have to be everywhere, you don't have to be in every move, right? You look at that's one key move that works for you and you go for it. So that is it. That is it, guys. All right, please can you let me know if everybody can hear me? Is it loud? Is it clear? I just want to be sure. All right, guys, please just let me know if you can hear me. I want to be sure I'm not just speaking without. Okay, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so after going through all of that, okay, loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you. I needed to understand uh how it actually works. I needed to understand how it actually works. Then I needed to know what I was missing, what I was lacking, and how I could bring it all together. So I realized that trading is not just about entries and exits. It's not just about wanting to take a trade and wanting to exit the trade, right? It's about what you do before the trade. Basically, basically, the execution is not really the major thing that you do in trading, right? It's before executing? What are you doing? Right? So it is just about someone that you're preparing for an examination, right? Uh okay, so let's just continue, right? So then I understood, like I said, if you are going to write an exam, you just don't enter the exam or walk in knowing that, oh, you'll be fine. No, it's what you do before the exam, all right. So it's all the overnight reading, it's all the tutorial class, it's all the listening to your lecturers in class and all that. So I needed to do the background work before facing the market. So it's not just about having to enter trade and exit trade, right? So, and another thing is about, it is not just about the setup, really. It's not just about the setup. That we need to understand that one setup is just one unit of 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 your data sets. Do you get? It's just one unit of your data set, right? So if you study data analytics, you will understand that one trade should not make or mar you, right? So I treat one trade as just a data set, right? So that is how I see it. But and it is not just about indicator. While some people will say indicators are lacking, some people have made indicators what? Yes, very well, right? So it's about knowing how to make it work. And the thing is, if you stay long enough on the chart to 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 be committed to understanding how a particular system works, no matter how long it takes, you would eventually get there. But with the help of a community, it helps you get there faster. With the help of a mentor, it helps you get there faster. With the help of a circle in trading, you get, because some people have passed through that stage and they can easily show you the ropes, right? So I mean, trading is really about patience, right? Yes, understanding that for your trades you would need to exercise patience at times. Sometimes you will see the setup setting up, but when it gets to your entry will be missed. You don't have to do FOMO, fear of missing out, and jump into it, right? And even sometimes your setup might not come in a week or so, depending on the kind of setup and the kind of time frame you are targeting, right? So you need to understand that half of what we do is sitting on our hands, right? It's not just engaging. In fact, the best trader are not the one that trade the most. The best traders are not the one that trade harder. The best trader are not the one that go hard. The best trader are the ones that wait for that, not perfect, but wait for what they are looking for in the market and execute. Now, executing means you are not going to get it right every time, but be assured that I want to assure you guys that if you find a strategy that you can work with, you find a strategy that you can work with, you understand the psychology behind the strategy, you understand trading psychology as a whole, and you are willing to adjust your own strategy to fit into, so your own how do I put it now? Your own personality to fit into to the strategy. Trust me, you are going to make money, real money, right? So I learned that trading is it's about real control as well, risk control. Yeah. So you can have 5 outcomes in trading, no matter how good you are or how bad you are in trading. You can have 5 outcomes in trading. You can either lose big, you can either lose small, you can either win big, you can either win small, or you break even. These are the 5 outcomes that can happen in trading. Nothing outside these 5 outcomes can happen in trading. Either you lose big, you lose small, you win big, you win small, or you break even, right? So out of everything, you are supposed to avoid just one scenario. Yes, you are supposed to avoid just one scenario. Imagine out of 5 things, I mean, just 5 outcomes, you are just to avoid just one. But what if I tell us that almost most traders, their pattern, their way of trading, their lack of discipline, or the way they are or the way they are trading most likely gravitates or move towards the direction of that one thing that they're supposed to avoid, right? You are supposed to avoid uh losing big, just that, right? So you have either you can win small, lose small, either you can win big or lose big or break even. So you are supposed to avoid losing big. You can win small, you can lose small, you can win big, but don't lose big, but you can also break even. So imagine you trying to avoid one and you find yourself always losing big. Why? Because you cannot control risk, right? The risk that you don't control or you don't define by yourself, the market will define it for you. I want to tell us that the only thing that you can control in the marketplace is how much you are willing to risk or how much you are willing to lose. The only thing, profits also, you can have profit expectation, targets, and all that. But the market can decide not to go into, to your direction. But the only thing you can control every time is how much you are willing to risk. If you don't define your risk, the market will define it for you. Any risk that you don't define, either in the marketplace or trading or in the business, the market will define it for you, right? So, risk control, emotional. I think I've spoken about emotional discipline. Yeah. Then process over outcome. We need to get to a stage where we are process oriented, not outcome oriented. Yes. Once you are able to master the process, it becomes a rinse and repeat for you. You can replicate that over time. You focus on the process rather than the outcome. Trust me, the outcome will come. So that is how it works most of the time. All right. So uh just like every trader out there, or every successful trader, or most successful trader, I understood that I needed to understand market structure. Market structure, yeah. So, what defines trend for me has always been market structure and momentum. I needed to understand if I want to buy, markets must be buying at the moment. If I want to sell, markets must be selling at the moment. Yes, although there might be some form of manipulation that we need to understand deeply when it comes to liquidity in the market and all that. But all right, so structure. For me, it was structure and momentum that determines the trend. I needed to know where the market was heading to, and without knowing where the market is heading to, you can't make money. What we do or how we make money is we ride on the market wave or the market trend or the market direction, right? So it's just like when somebody is going to UK, right? We don't board the plane going to China. We don't board the plane going somewhere. You want to go in that same direction where the plane is going to, right? Or you want a plane that is going your direction. So the same thing that happens in the marketplace. So it's the market structure that shows you price is going bullish or price is going bearish or we're in the consolidation phase, right? So yes, so price can either go up or go down or remain in a range bound. It's not going up, it's not going down, then it's just consolidating, hopefully for a bigger move after the consolidation phase, right? So um market structure really helped me to know where the market is heading to, right? So, and I understood price action, your candlesticks, your patterns, and all that, right? So, I'm able to understand. So, I had to learn how to understand price action, right? So, for risk management, yeah, I needed to understand my risk. I needed to study my risk appetite, the kind of risk that works for me, the kind of risk that balances my emotion, right? For some, your risk management or your risk management control would be probably have something doing by the side that is making money for you, so that you will not be too emotional about trading, right? Some people put all their hope in trading, right? And hope is not a strategy. Yes, hope has never been a strategy, right? So you need to plan it when you are not putting plans in place and you just want to risk it all, right? So I needed to understand risk management. I studied it very well. I knew what works for me, and I knew how I was going to ensure that I master what is working for me and I make it my own personal risk management, right? So I studied the macro perspective. Most traders don't see beyond their charts, right? So most traders don't know that most of the big moves, it is being controlled or influenced by the big guys. It is being controlled or influenced by the big guys. So when you understand that, it will enable you to understand that trading is more than what you see on your chart. You want to see how these big guys operate, what they are saying. Hopefully, you get some insight from it, and that would help you shape your expectation in the marketplace. Right? So we have some people that persons in the world that we call them fundamental themselves. They're a person of influence, power, probably a huge political figure, or probably they're in the business world, right? Everything they say, they do, or they don't do have a solid influence on the market, right? So we have some in the, I mean, can we have in the comment section, can we just have some persons just type some persons that you know that they have influence in the marketplace or probably in the world in general. So probably you know that, okay, if this man, if the woman says something, the whole market is going to react to it, or a particular market is going to react to it. So if you know that, kindly put it on the comment. Oh, I'm saying Trump, Baba. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. With the whole tariff war, with the whole US shutting down, we know that Trump has been making serious move. Yes. Trump is one of the major. Elon Musk, yes. Yes. If Elon Musk is tweeting about Dogecoin today, I'm very sure everybody will rush. Most people will rush. Yes, Mark Zuckerberg too. Mark Zuckerberg, but the influence is limited, not too strong in every market, but let's say in the yes, yes, for Nasdaq and all that, yes, yes, and for the tech world, yes, its influence is very strong, very strong. Then in football, I remember some years back, I don't know who we if you are still able to remember this story that Cristiano Ronaldo was having was it an interview after a football match? I wasn't so sure, right? So there was a bottle of water right in front of him, and there was Coke. Was it Coke or Pepsi? So he needed water at that time. So he just moved the bottle of Coke or Pepsi to the side, and he had to open the bottle of water and drank it. I mean, the way that was interpreted in the trading world or in the business world or in the investment world, I think they lost billions of dollars in just few hours. I think it was Coke. Yeah. Yes, thank you very much, Warren Buffett. That's the modern father of investments. That's the father of modern investments that we have now, Warren Buffett. Thank you very much. So let's move on, guys. Right. So and you have to be exposed to a lot of financial assets. Don't be restricted. Most traders limits themselves. They just want to trade forex, and you would see some traders who tell you that I'm a forex trader. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade metals. I don't trade commodities and all that. I mean, if the strategy applies across or cuts across all the financial assets, you can as well try and see how your strategy will play out, right? So, okay. Okay, so, excuse me. So I needed to understand that markets is about consistency. Like I said, if you are consistent with the process, if you are process oriented, right, not too result oriented, then the result will come. The result will come. So I once learned trading with somebody that said capital preservation is more important than profit maximization. Yes, I didn't understand that back then. Okay, Victor, you can't hear anything. Please, can we all confirm? Please, can we all confirm if we can hear? Okay, all good. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Victor, you might need to do something about your network. Probably log out and log in again, or refresh the page. All right, thank you. All right, so yes, thank you, Mary Daniel. So I understood that capital preservation rather is much more important than profit maximization, right? It's the money you still have that you'll be able to use and go again to the marketplace, right? So thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Uraola. Thank you, Tijani. Thank you, Nehemiah. Thank you, David P. You guys are really, really, really giving me the feedback that I like. All right. So yes, so like I was saying, it's the money you have that you can always use to trade. But what if you blow out in the bid of trying to make quick money, quick wins, and all that, right? So then you can also compound small wins over time. There was a time I was listening to Warren Buffett. He said that all he did, it might not be all, but at least we are lucky to have heard that from him, being the father of modern investments. Said all he did was to take 10% of his income to put into investments every time, and he compounded it over time. Imagine you are earning, okay, so let's work with Naira because we're in Nigeria. Imagine you are earning 200,000 and you are dedicating 20,000 to investments. Yes, there are a lot of things you can do with 20,000. However small it might look, but I feel if you can still make some things work. There's some stocks you can buy. There's some things you can do even on the marketplace, right? So 20%, 10% rather. So losing 10% of your salary, I don't think 10% in for Christians, uh, okay, Christians give 10% of their money to I mean to God. So it's not something that can really get you so emotional about it when you lose it, right? So yes, compounding is very good. Compounding is very good. You might be shocked at the magic for compounding. I have some compounding strategy or systems that I've developed over the years that I can give out for free, or I can give out for anybody that is willing to understand how compounding works, and I can walk you through the process, right? So then we have consistency. Like I said, consistency beats integrity, intensity. So I think Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. So he said that that you should not fear a man that can do 1,000 types of blow or kicks or everything, like 1,000 kind of hits. That you should fear somebody that's mastered one hit 1,000 times, keeps doing it 1,000 times, 1,000 times. So he has mastered this alone, right? So it's not just about the frequency or the intensity or trying to, level up fast. It's about understanding that where you are, you're stable, everything is good, then you can now scale, right? So longevity is the real success metric. How long you are willing to stay in the game is the real success metrics, guys. Okay, so my 8 years has given me almost a decade of active trading. I've been able to evolve with the market. Market has gone through a lot of stages with different political power in place. So I've been able to understand the quarterly shift, the yearly shift, and the shift in general in the marketplace, and the wealth transfer from safe havens to BTC, sorry, to crypto. Let me not mention BTC, to crypto and back to oil, back to gold and all that. So I've been able to witness and be a participant in the market during this wealth transfer, right? So it has given me that. And I've been able to also um understand the concept of rinse and repeat. I've been able to do things over and over and over and over again. It might be boring, but trust me, it's the best. It's the best. So I'm saying, Jumbo. Jumbo is saying hello, hi, hi, Jumbo. How can we help you? All right. So, I've been able to review. Reviewing is good. Reviewing or journaling is good. I've been able to go over my trades for a lot of years to see how I can improve on it, how I can adapt, how I can do a lot better. All right. So, excuse me. So from trader, I thought of, okay, so it is not just about me. The goal is to learn from a community and as well give back to communities as well. So my mentality shifted from trading for myself, by myself, to helping other people grow. To mentorship and community building. Yeah, so we've been able to have a community where we train traders, raise traders, build traders, develop trading tools, give resources, materials, support for traders. All right, so you get back to Traders Watch. Traders Watch. So you get back to Traders Watch. We have Traders Watch, and what exactly is Traders Watch? So, Traders Watch is a community where we, excuse me, where traders, investors, and financial enthusiasts can connect, can learn, can grow, and thrive together. So, our mission is to empower you with the knowledge, tools, resources, and support necessary to succeed in the financial market. So, in the community, we do a lot of high quality educational content. We do experts, market analysis and insights. We do interactive webinars and workshops. We do inspiring traders interview and we share success stories. We do real-time market news and updates. We do informative podcast and all that, right? We do comprehensive video tutorials for those that want to learn. Yes, and it's a very supportive community and all that, right? Thank you. All right, guys, we are actually back. Thank you so much for staying with us, right? So, to those that won the gifts, all right. So, congratulations to those that won. A lot of gifts are going to be given out after this session. Please try and stay tuned. Don't be in a rush to leave this session, right? So, okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so how traders can actually improve. How traders can actually improve. Before I have to say anything, can I get people's responses? How do you think traders can actually improve? What do you think you need to do as a trader to improve? Just let us make it more interactive. Let's talk. Let's have a dialogue. Let's have a community discussion, right? So what we are trying to do is to encourage more of collaboration rather than competition in the industry, right? So the fact that I make more money or money does not mean that you will not make your own money, right? So it is not a competition, guys. It is not a competition of who makes the most money, right? So yeah, I'm seeing some good responses. Gisela Amanda, wow, that's very good. Consistency. Oh yeah, consistency. Yes. It's a game, like I said, it's a game of rinse and repeat. I mean, it could get boring doing the same thing over and over and over again. But I mean, if that's the way you want to make money, would you really care about it being boring and all that, right? So, and while waiting for your setup to play out, you can get engaged in some other things, right? So you can go do what you actually like, you're passionate about, probably, I mean, your hobbies and all that, right? Read some book, right? Trading in the zone, right? So study fathers of investment, study how they started, where they are now, then the process from how they started to where they are, right? So yes, risk management, that is a good one. I love that. Risk management, right? So like I said, the risk that you allow the market to define for you, it is not a good way to go, right? So if you keep allowing the market to tell you how much you need to lose, guys, it is your own money, and the market is telling you how much. I mean, it's that bad, right? Who goes to the market? It's like going to the market, and when you get to the market, you allow the market people to let you know how much you will spend or to decide how much you are going to spend, which is quite bad, right? Yeah. So yeah, another person says consistency, which I've spoken about. I can share in what Patrick Akinsete. Oh wow. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Patrick. Wow, thank you. All right, so let's get right into it. Right. So how can traders actually improve? You need more of understanding. You need more of understanding rather than signals. Yes. Now, I don't want to trash signals. I don't want to say signals is all that bad, right? But which one would you prefer? If I keep on spoon feeding you, rather than keep on showing you the way, letting you to learn the ropes and knowing how it is actually being done, right? So, I mean, one good quality of an adult is you are not relying on people to keep spoon feeding you, telling you what to do every time, right? You want to take the initiative, you want to learn how it's done, and you want to be independent. Independent does not mean that you will not belong to a community, right? But it just mean that you can actually do some things on your own, right? So the part that you're supposed to do on your own, you get to do it, and you leverage on the community strength or the communal strength as well. Yes, there's a community for you to join. Yeah, just stay tuned. I think Josh would say let us know about that once we are done. Right. So please stay tuned. We are going to be introducing IUX affiliates to everyone. Right. So understanding how the market works. Then what do you need to understand? You need to understand the markets. We need to understand yourself, right? There's a saying in philosophy that says, "Know thyself before any other thing." Know thyself before you know another person, before you know another thing. Know how you respond to things. Study yourself very well. In studying yourself, you might actually know what works for you and what doesn't work, right? So that you don't follow the bandwagon and do what everybody else is doing out there, right? You know that, oh, this thing that does not actually work for me. I mean, I'm this kind of person, right? Some people prefer trading at night. Probably that is when they're alert the most. That is when they're active the most. I mean, you can trade Asian session, right? So some people prefer trading weekends. You can trade BTC, right? You can trade other cryptos, right? So because you are active during the weekends, right? Some people just prefer, or they've studied themselves that they cannot stay too long in the market. Yeah, but they are able to withstand the market volatility on smaller time frame. So why don't you go for scalping? Yeah. Why some people prefer more stability over time? They can also do more of day trading, swing and all that. Excuse me. And we have some that I mean, you want to get into trading, or you're approaching it with the mindset of investment. Investment. So you can actually do positional trading, long-term trading, hold your position for a long time, right? So all of this has to speak to the kind of strategy you will use, the kind of time frame you will use. So you need to understand, because if you're following signal, you don't even know if it's short term, if it's long term, what they are looking at. You don't even understand the risk to the world. In fact, if you're going to follow signals, understand all of this first, right? Understand all of this first, right? So, and we have what we call frameworks. Frameworks. So, from the building blocks of elemental trading to intermediate to advanced, there are frameworks that one must follow or one must understand and build before you can actually say you are consistent, or before you can be consistent in the marketplace, right? So, and that is what differentiates a proper trader from a gambler, right? Gamblers just want to get into it and, they just want to. But then when it comes to being a trader, you take your time to analyze, right? You take your time to understand the kind of market you are, the edge you have on the marketplace. Is it a capital edge? Is it a strategy edge? Is it a win? Is it a huge or high win rate edge? Is it a high risk to reward edge? So you need to understand all of this and build a framework around that edge in particular, right? So it is not just a game of predictions. So, in fact, the market can actually buy, and you can predict that you buy, but you will still lose money. I hope we all know that, because if your entry is wrong, right, you might be caught up in a retracement or a reversal or a complete reversal, and you just find yourself at the at the wrong place to enter, right? So all of this would affect, right? So then process. So we need to understand that every good thing takes time, right? So most of those people that are built to wealth did not stumble on wealth. It is not by luck. It is not due to chance, right? So they are able to understand that there's a process to it. So they are able to walk through the process. There's a strategy process. There's a you building process, Yeah, that you become more of who you are right now to fit into the market reality. Yes, yes, you have a mindset shift. Yeah, so there's a process to it. It doesn't just happen in a day. It's accumulation of or the totality of the time we've put into it, the commitment, the dedication, the long hours of trying to understand the market, right? And you have to be process oriented. Shortcut is when you get into trading today and you're looking for signals today without understanding how to actually make signals work. Are signals that bad? Not really. But if you don't understand the the idea behind the signal, you don't even know what the person is looking at. Just jump into the signal. Well, probably some of them have closed the trade. Probably there was an invalidation somewhere and they failed to update you. Yeah, so that's why you need to understand the market. Probably there's a news somewhere and the news has already invalidated the setup, but you don't know about trading. But when you're in a community where and somebody is putting a signal out there, another person is there to monitor the news and tell you, oh, there's a news. Hope the signal is still valid, right? So you would understand that better. Okay, so then mental resilience is non-negotiable. Markets will test your mental health. Thank God we are in a should I say dispensation or a time, well, interesting times that there is much more bigger focus on mental health right now, except that it has been abused over time, right? So everybody comes up with that war of mental health when they are being challenged, when they are being corrected, when they are being confronted. So, but then trading is something that will test your mental capacity to be able to withstand the market. Market will test your patience. Market will test your emotions. Market will test. In fact, market will test everything, everything. But are you mentally ready for it? Do you think you can lose and still maintain your composure? Do you think when you win, you are not going to let that win get into your head that it will now actually become the only thing that you can celebrate for a very long time? Do you get when you're having losing streak? How do you keep your composure? I want to believe that subsequently we will be able to discuss and go deeper on how to have a strong mental resilience in the marketplace. Okay, so yes, the power of community. Hmm, power of community. Like I said, one thing that anybody, okay, I think Ali Babu Babatunde is asking, is there a community to join as well for signal producement? Just stay tuned. Joshalin will give you updates on that. Joshalin will give you updates on that. All right, so mm, power of community. Power of community. Right. So I cannot over everybody needs community. Aside from trading, nobody can do life alone. Nobody can do life in isolation, right? So you will need someone somewhere at some point in your life that is going to show you how it's being done in a better way, even though you know the way it's being done. I mean, you can always get better, right? So you might say you are a good trader already, but you can be better, right? So you need a community somewhere that you can be accountable to, that can keep you on your toes, that can challenge you to be better, that can also help you with your trading journey, right? So you need community for all of these things. It will enable you to grow faster. Community and mentorship. I keep saying it's community and mentorship. Do we know that there are thousands? Scratch that. There are millions of trading videos or trading materials, tutorials out there. It's so much that you can get lost trying to filter or sift through where to start from, which one to engage in first. So it has always been like that. So, but when you have a community that is very well structured in learning and putting out resources, so you know how to start, where to start from. Do you get? So community is very, very, very important in trading. You cannot uh you cannot put aside the place of community, right? So, and it's about you, it's about impacting you and you later impacting as well. I shared my story, right? So after I got to a stage in trading, I felt I mean, the knowledge I have now, I could easily put it out there. But how do I do it? So I need to be a key contributor at a structured community where we can put out content, resources, we can give support, we can put out tools, we can develop tools, yes, automate tradings and all that. Right. So community would, you would be able to, your learning would be accelerated, yes, in shared environments, in shared environment. So, if you want to do something alone, I want to believe it will take much more time than you doing it with a team, right? So, if you want to move a very huge object and weighty objects, right? So you doing it alone, you might actually need to use all of your strength to push and keep pushing and keep pushing. So you get to where you want the object to get to. But then if you have a group of persons like-minded, same strengths, might not be same strength, but diverse strengths, but their strengths, no matter how small or big their strength is, you know, when you put it all together, you can all get the task done in no time. So they get to push together with you and your target is not far off. It's not far-fetched. You can look at it easily and you will get there, right? So then, like I said, accountability increases consistency. Most traders, let me ask this. In fact, I've been trying to ask this. If a trader joining this workshop, please kindly put it under the comment section, in the comment section, how accountable you are, or what are the things you do to be accountable. What are the things you do to be accountable? If you're a trader, you can just put it there. Okay, I could see some persons typing. All right, I agree with community growth, but sincerely, one can get lost in the community, except you understand their goal. Number one thing is you need to follow a goal-oriented community that has a goal, not they just don't want to do everything that comes, right? And you need to make sure that that goal is in alignment with your own objective or goal per se. Do you get? What are you looking for? You look for like minds, you look for aligned or shared objectives. Yes, I can get you, Mr. Victor. Yes, I know sometimes it can be like that. Okay, journaling your trades. Yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Patrick Akinsete. I was actually I was actually looking forward to this. I was actually looking forward to your answer. It's a good one. It's a good one. Journaling your trades. If you want to be accountable, if you don't journal your trades, most likely you won't know what happened to your trade last week, last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, last 1 month. There are a lot of tools that you can journal, that you can use to journal your trades, right? If you don't, journaling your trade will help you to review your trade. Mm. It will help you to see how far you've grown, the lapses you still have, and how you can improve on these lapses, right? So, I'm saying, how do we know if we are in the right community? Yes, thank you. Like I said, number one, you need to understand their goals. You need to understand their goals, right? So there's some community that they advertise pay $10 to do $1,500 in a day. You know, it's more or less like a Ponzi scheme. It's scam and all that. They just want your money. They don't focus on you. They focus on what you can bring. It's just like in a relationship, guys. If a lady you're meeting a guy, is just focusing on your body or what he can get from you, not focusing on you, how to make you better. Everything is about what you have to offer, what you should bring. So you should know that, I mean, what's in it for me? You, I just keep going to take and take and take and take from me till I don't have anything else to give, then you can just discard me, right? So you need to understand that they have to look out for your interests. Any community that you know that whenever they pitch their, probably their community plan to you, it has to look out for your best interest. So you know that you're in the right community, and it has to have a plan how you walk through, or there's a plan for executing those goals, right? And their goals must be smart. We know what smart goals is, right? It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound, right? So they have smart goals on how to get there. Not just if you join us, you will make money. What kind of money are we making? When are we making the money? How are we making the money? Is there a plan? What are the actionable steps towards making that money? So you'll be able to know by all of this. So I think I've said too much about that. Every other thing, probably subsequent sessions, we'll be able to discuss more. There are lots that goes into it. Yes. Okay. So collaboration reduces emotional isolation. Yes. Okay. I'm seeing Ezekiel Olayiwola trying to be time conscious, read the market very well, and check for. I don't think that message is complete. Probably you can still complete it. I will note that. Yeah, you're saying trying to be time conscious. Time conscious. Yes. Yes, that works too. I'm accountable. Victor says I'm accountable for my trade setup, reviewing your past trade. Yes, journaling. Lemaya, thank you. Journaling. Journal, set up, and take trade. And when you fail, still write down your failure. Take time to cry over your failure and ready to bounce back. You will be okay. Oh wow. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor Udofia. Yes, you must be willing to face the reality that you have lost a trade. There's no harm, there's no shame, there's no indignity in losing a trade. It happens to the best of us. Do you get? There's no trader that can go 1 year and say they've not lost a trade. It is not possible. It is not possible. Oh, Johnson, the network is really bad. You would appreciate if it's recorded and sent to your mail. Okay, we'll see what we can do. All right, it's not a promise, but let's see. Okay, so collaboration reduces emotional isolation. Yes, what most people don't understand is, do we actually know the reason why people are depressed? They have people around them, but they don't have people in their cycle. People they can confide in, people they can be vulnerable to, people they can open up to. Yes, that is, depression might come from your experiences, heartbreak, and all that. But the reason you stay in that depression or losing a trade, probably you are trading for a client or you are trading for an investor, you lose all the money and all that. So you stay depressed. There might actually be a way out, but the way out is your head at the moment. The way out, other persons that understand how the game works, or probably somebody that's been there and you understand how you can navigate the situation, right? Can you see now that you cannot overemphasize the power of collaboration, right? So it helps you to reduce your emotional isolation, right? Then communities outlast individual motivation. Yes. For me, community will how do I put it now? You might most times, there's nobody that can keep up motivation every time. There's nobody alive, born of a woman, that can keep up with the same level of motivation. Life can happen. You can be stressed. You might not have the time. Things can happen, right? So you might not be able to stay motivated every time. You get, but when you have a community that can be there for you whenever you are unwilling to, to do what is needed to be done to secure your profit in the marketplace, right? So, or to, to go again. Yeah. So your community can serve as a support structure for you, right? So community is very, very, very important, right? So let's move on. Trading as a long-term game. Trading should be seen from the point of, in fact, see trading as a career. Trading is not your hobby. Trading is serious business. It's not something you do because you want to feel good, because others are engaging in it. And trading is not a sprint. It's not a sprint. You're not looking forward to it. It's a long-term business. It should be seen as a marathon. It's a game of forever. if you are willing to commit, something that you can create a generational wealth around it. You can have 7 generations of traders in your lineage, right? That you pass down the knowledge from one generation to another, and it goes from there on and on and on and on, right? So knowledge itself, or knowledge for creating wealth, can be passed down from fathers to children, mothers to children as well, right? So the market rewards patience for discipline and discipline. Yes, the market truly rewards you for being patient. The market truly rewards, okay, I'm saying this can be done. Okay, good. Okay, good. So, like I said, the market rewards patience and discipline, right? So, there's some hasty moves in the marketplace that it is not an actual move. We call them manipulation, right? So even if the market is going in your predicted direction, the market needs fuel to move. The market needs to gather people's liquidity, money here and there hanging in the marketplace for it to actually move, right? You don't want to be the liquidity donating money to the marketplace as fuel to move market to where it is going, right? So you want to have patience and see that the manipulation is over. Market has gathered enough momentum, it has taken liquidity so well that it can fuel it for the next move ahead, right? So if you are that patient, very much assured that the market will surely reward you. It will reward your discipline as well. We need to stay disciplined. In fact, one thing about trading is if you are not disciplined, you cannot make money. Yes, not just in discipline, not just in trading, it's in business. Anything that has to do with business, if you are not disciplined, right? Discipline to not let your emotions get the best of you. Discipline to know that you should not trade outside your trading time. Discipline to follow your trading plan. Yes, because if you don't follow your trading plan, if you don't plan to trade, if you don't plan to, so if you don't have a trading plan, then most likely you are trading to fail. That's just it. Then we need to understand that growth that is sustainable over time would require time, structures, and support system. It requires time. Time in the sense that the market is complex. You need to take time to get deeper into the concepts. You don't just go on the surface and say you are a trader. Most traders are not, or most newbies are not ready to go deeper where the real source of the market is. They're not willing to go deeper so that they can get that knowledge for them to be profitable in the marketplace. So it takes time, guys. It takes time. But one thing I want to tell us that I don't want to create fear when I'm saying it takes time, right? Time works differently for everyone. You might be thinking, but we have the same 24 hours. Even though time zones are different, but still the same 24 hours, right? It's still the same 2026 we have every part of the world. So why is it saying that time works differently for everybody? So in the sense that you can compress learning time. Yes, provided if you are able to learn smartly, the smart learning which you offer as well, right? We are able to develop curriculum that they are very, very easy to learn and they go straight to the point. You don't merry-go-round for so long. You don't go around sieving through or filtering through millions of resources out there. We go straight to the point. We understand your need, what you want to achieve, then we point you in the right direction, right? So, and the reason why I'm also saying time works differently for everyone is if I'm dedicating 3 hours to learning how to trade or 5 hours to learning how to trade, is different from you or from any other person that is giving 2 hours in a week. Probably you have a lot of things on your hands. There's a lot on your table, right? So you might not be able to give that lengthy period of learning into trading, right? While somebody's still in secondary school, I mean, probably they have vacation long term. I think it's 1 month or 2 months now. I don't know. So they can take 8 hours in a day, and it depends on how you have been able to build your attention span, right? For some persons, they might not be able to learn for 2 hours at the same time, but not to worry, not to worry. I mean, if you are able to stay consistent, you will get there. It might just not be the same type for everybody. right? So support system, I think I've spoken on support system the other time. Community gives you a support system, right? They offer you the tools, they offer you the resources, they offer you everything you need to get started. Not just getting started, they stay with you every step of the way, right? So community is a very, very strong thing you need to have when you want to call yourself a proper trader. Okay, so beyond the charts and numbers, what does trading does to you as a person? What does trading does to you as a person? Okay, so can I have it on the charts? You're a trader, you want to see how trading has impacted your life as a person, probably shaped your personality. I mean, what has trading changed in you? Please, I just go to the comment section. I just put it there. What has trading changed in you? All right. Saying okay. I think people are still typing. I think we can continue. We just wait for people to. Oh, so sorry, Johnson. The network is bad. Okay, so sorry. So sorry about that. All right. So, what has trading changed for you? Okay, Victor. Thank you, Victor. You have been engaging. I like your spirits. Keep it up. I will note the name, Victor Utofia. All right. So he said trading has helped you to build patience, consistency, and commitment in every area of your life. Wow, wow, I love this. I love this. It has helped you to build the patience, the consistency, and the commitment in every area of your life. Yes, yes, I think I can relate to that. Same here, true. Same here. Daniel said it has made him patient and quiet. Okay, and quiet. Is it quiet? We've tried to say. Let me just assume it's quiet. Probably quiet. Is it quiet? It has humbled. Yes, trading can humble you. Trading can humble you. It lets you know that there's a season for everything under the sun. A season to just keep quiet and build in silence and just wait for the result to make the noise, right? So determination to keep moving despite the challenges. Okay, I love that. Determination to keep moving. Yes. Trading will tell you or will teach you how to go again and again and again and again. Trading promises hope. Yes, trading shows you that when you are able to see people success stories of people around you, that is why it is very good to have a thriving community where you can see it happen for so many people. It's not far off for you, right? There's this story that not story per se, analogy that I would like to share, right? If you're in a fish market, if you're in a fish market and you stay there for some few hours, if you live there, you will most likely be reeking or be smelling of fish wherever you go for the first few minutes or few hours, depending on how strong, yeah, it is, right? So people will perceive that of you, right? But if you are staying in a perfume store or a perfume shop, right, where people come there and before they buy, they get to spray on their body or these sprays to just perceive the kind of so and you are there. So it will rub off you, and when you leave, probably people will start perceiving that on you as well, right? So that is what community does. If you're in a good community, there's no way you'll be in a community of those that are thriving and trading and probably you are still struggling and they are supportive enough. It takes, I mean, in no time you will get on your feet, right? So uh it's been okay. Ezekiel saying it's been hectic, up and down. As a beginner, it has been lost mostly, and I've been trying to be on the lane through trading, and that has given me the hints to be to be precise, calculative, and passive. Oh wow, 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 wow. I love that. Now you are more precise. Now you are more calculative about everything. It might be hectic, chaotic at first, yeah, but clarity sets in when you try to understand yourself and the market all together, right? And understand your place in the market and how you fit in, right? So, Rivera Sam says, mentality to adapt to everything. I love that. Mentality to adapt to anything. So you built that resilience and adaptability. Omocho, wow, this is good. Trading has helped me so far, believing in consistency, learning patience, and not giving up. I love this. Trading has helped you so far in believing in consistency, learning patience, and not giving up. Wow, wow, wow. That is so, so good. That is so, so good. So, so good. So, so good. Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, guys. Thank you. Okay, keep it coming, guys. Thank you. All right, so trading shapes character. As we have all seen, this is evidence, guys. This is evidence, not coming from me alone. Can see what people have said so far. They are being precise, they're being calculative, they can adapt now, they're very patient, they're very quiet, they're not the lousy type again, right? So it teaches humility, it teaches perseverance, mentality to adapt. You become more patient, you don't give up easily. All of these things, don't you want that? I mean, as a newbie trying to get to the trading, these are virtues that you can apply in your everyday life that makes other people to look at you that how did you learn all these things, right? So you can easily tell them that it's trading, you trade it, right? So yeah. Okay, so let's just move on. Right. So excuse me. Discipline beyond the market, like you have seen, some people have learned discipline, then the responsibility goes with influence. Yes, the impact. You beyond, like I said, for me, beyond profit, it has been a case of impacting my immediate society or my immediate community, seeing that anything I can put out there that can help people to build, to develop, and to become better, right? So, okay, so building initiative that scales from individual to ecosystem. Building initiative that scales from individual to ecosystem. You know, I mentioned that I'm a key contributor in Traders Watch currently, right? So I want to use that analogy as, or Traders Watch as an analogy for traders that are trying to look for a community. Anyway, so what we do at Traders Watch is we are able to cater to or for any kind of trader. Either you are a starter, you are just trying to get on board, or you are an intermediary, or a beginner intermediary, or a veteran trader. There's always something missing, no matter how good you are. I've never seen anybody that says they can do everything on their own. Nobody does everything on their own, right? So okay, so we have Traders Watch. It's a way to help traders to learn and evolve, Like I said, Traders Watch is about giving out expert market analysis and insights. It's about high quality educational content. It's about real time market news and updates. It's about inspiring traders, interview and sharing their success story, their grassroots story. Yes, it's about like a whole lot, a whole lot. It's about interactive webinars and workshops also. So our goal is to, or any community that you have out there, their goal should be about creating a vibrant and inclusive community that can foster financial literacy, responsible trading practices, and long-term success, right? So whether you're a seasoned trader or you're just starting out, you need a community. You need a community to be part of, really. So I think that's that. So these are one of the things that you look out for when it comes to community, right? So I think, Okay. So importance of dollar average costume and its application to okay, so this is trading class. We might not want to go deep into trading class, open charts and all that, right? But I think subsequently we can get there because of our time. It should be ending or should have ended 4 on the dots. All right, that's a very good question. Aribabu Papatunde, thank you so much. You will trade support and resistance. A very good concept. A very good concept. So why platform choice is crucial? Yes, as a trader, you need to know, you need to understand the kind of platform you want to use for trading. Or should I use the word brokerage fair? Yes, you need to know if you can rely on the execution you are making from your end, if it is transparent from their own end, right? So you want to understand that it's a friendly environment for risk. Yes, it's a risk-friendly environment. They give you everything that helps you to manage your risk. And there are tools that support your growth and education, just like what we are doing. There are tools, lot of resources, lot of materials for you. Like I said, if you are going on YouTube to learn how to trade, most likely you'll be more confused than before. Yes, it has happened to most people that they are they were learning one strategy, they went on YouTube. In fact, YouTube, I can't count how many strategies I've seen on YouTube with different names. Probably people will branding the same trading concept, or probably they're just coming up with a name on their own or with a new style of strategy. I mean, it's so much that if you don't stand for one thing, you will fall for everything. If you don't stand for one trading community, if you don't stand for one brokerage firm, you will fall for everything, guys. You would always see the reason why. It's just like you being in a relationship. No matter how strong or no matter how shaky your relationship is, right? Or no matter how you're seeing other persons out there that you could have performed way better than your spouse, your partner, your wife, your husband, you would always have a reason why you want to live there. But the truth of the matter is, uh, where you are going to, you don't know. You are only seeing them from afar. Proximity reveals flaws. Yes. So when you move close, you'll see why others are not they are not moving close to them. Right. So you need to understand that you need to choose a broker that is friendly enough to accommodate your needs. They have tools that support your growth and education, and uh, you need to look out for strong systems that you can put in place. There was a time that I usually say this to people. I usually say this to people. You don't need to, if you have a good system in place, when your discipline fails, systems will be there for you. When your discipline fails, systems will always be there for you, right? So there are days where you might not be up for it, you might not be too, I mean, you might let your walls down, but if you have a system, it will always be there for you, right? So, okay, so what should you remember as we've said so far, right? So there is no perfect strategy. Let's understand that there's no perfect strategy. There's no holy grail anywhere. Anywhere. What makes us good trader is not our strategy. What makes us good trader is our psychology, our resilience that we have built in the marketplace over time, right? And how we have learned to manage risk. Like I said, you can only get 5 outcomes from trading. No matter how good you are, 5 major outcomes. Either you, excuse me, either you win big, you win small, you lose big, you lose small, or you break even, right? And you are supposed to avoid just just one. So you can win big, but you should ensure that you don't lose big. So you can win big, don't lose big, right? You can win small, you can lose small, and you can break even. Always avoid to lose big. As long as you don't lose big, you'll still be in the game, right? You can always bounce back. But most people, their lack of discipline, their emotional outburst is always pushing them towards losing big. Towards losing big. Okay, I would go better with a system, working system. That's good. System is everything. Yeah, structure beats talent. Yes, structure beats talent. No matter how talented you are, if you don't have a plan in place, you are not being calculative about what to do, how to do, where to do, when to do. Most likely you will just be everywhere. You will become burn out, or you will become worn out over time. That, there's a way that you can have talent and you're just everywhere trying to show off, but you have a body. Your body can accommodate so much that when you push it to that extent, it breaks down. Same thing with trading too. No matter how good you feel you are, right? If you are trading everything in the marketplace, if you are trading everything, what if, well, it has happened before. What if we have an extreme volatility in the market and takes you off your position prematurely? So you lose everything. You're unable to go again. But if you have a structure that no matter how many setup you see and you feel you're up for it, one setup at a time or two setup at a time, or when you have two setup, you split the risk for one setup 50-50. So if you are risking 2% per setup, you are saying two setup, you are going to do 1% for one, 1% for another, which still makes your 2%. You won't get too sure about a setup that you have to increase your risk, right? So discipline compounds results. Yes, discipline compounds results. Then community accelerates growth. Community would always accelerate growth. Community would always speed your growth. You have different people that have gone through where you are trying to get to, and they can show you the hopes, right? So we need to focus on the process. Like I said, not profit. Be more process oriented. If you can get the process right and you're able to replicate it over and over again, it becomes a rinse and repeat system for you. Be sure that you can do it over and over again. I saw a quote of someone that said that if they take away everything he has, all the money he has, all his properties, assets, cash flow, and all that. But if they leave him again, if they leave him the way he is, penniless, empty, without anything, he said he will build everything back because he has a system that works already. He said he can build everything back and even more when you have a system that works. But when you are just profit oriented, you don't even know the system that is leading there. Everything is just by luck, by chance, or you are just on a winning streak, right? So then you need to protect your capital. This advice to, emerging traders, you need to protect your capital first, right? Learn risk reward, learn risk and reward, learn how it works, right? You need to learn continuously. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying, is the day you start decaying. The day you feel that you are too big to learn is the day that you are closer to you know, to your point of diminishing return, right? So you need to continue learning and you need to surround yourself with serious traders, determined traders, committed traders, serious traders, like-minded traders. Yeah, and you need to think long term. It's a long-term thing. It's not something that it's supposed to be for a year, 2 months, 6 months, and all that, right? You need to think long term. Wealth building, wealth creation has a long-term mindset in plan, right? So you need to think about the future and you need to think out about how to get there, right? So for community, I can say all in all that community is very, very important. IUX is offering a community for everybody that can make you level up, scale from your skill to scaling up faster so that you will not have to trade harder, but you have to trade in a very smart way. All right, guys, thank you so much